We are here now at AT&T Stadium for the big Southwest Classic matchup between Texas A&M and Arkansas that A&M has been waiting for weeks on end. And we are here at AT&T Stadium for that big game, and I'm joined alongside with Craig Hoffman of ESPN Radio in Dallas. Craig, how are you doing today?
Great, man. Great atmosphere out here. Happy to be here.
Absolutely. And Texas A&M today, they're going to have a tough task against Arkansas. All week we've been talking about the Arkansas running game and how deadly they're going to be against this team. But the play-action pass from Braden Allen also can be a big factor in this game. Can you describe that?
Yeah, Texas A&M has to keep everything in front of them, and that could be on the ground, through the air. They're averaging over 12 yards of completions, and believe it or not, Arkansas, we hear all about this running game. You think of a team that wears you down, runs the clock. Actually one of the best quick strike offenses in the country. So whether it's on the ground where they're averaging over 7 yards of carry or through the air, as I said, over 12 yards of completion, they're looking for big plays. They're trying to set up that deep strike. So it's up to A&M, everything. You got to tackle, you got to keep everything in front of you to control whether it's in the passing game or the running game.
Now for the first 4 weeks of the season, Kenny Hill's been getting a lot of the attention for this A&M offense. Heisman talk, everything, he is centered around it. But it's the A&M running backs that may be able to control this game for A&M, because Arkansas, we know, is going to own the clock as much as possible, and you don't want to give it up, especially against an SEC West opponent like these Razorbacks.
Absolutely, and as much as we talk about Arkansas wanting to run the ball and that play-action pass, as I said, it starts with their running game. So it's up to the running backs offensively for Texas A&M to really control the game. It can't be all Kenny Hill. It can't be quick scores. You've got to trust your offense to stay on the field just to give your defense a rest. And, of course, how do you do that? With the running game. So it's up to Texas A&M's running back to move the chains, matriculate the ball down the field, get first downs, and keep that defense off the field for enough time to catch their breath.
Now down the BCS, we all know that Aggies are everywhere. But for here in Dallas, do you think there's going to be a good contingent of Aggies, or is it going to be 50-50 with Jerry Jones, you know, pretty much his second favorite team is the Razorbacks?
Yeah, well, we call that building the Boss Hog Bowl. Jerry Jones, obviously an Arkansas alum. And there's a huge Dallas Cowboys fan base in Arkansas. Don't underestimate that, with the Cowboys being at home tomorrow night against the Saints. But we know huge Texas A&M alumni base here in Dallas. I would imagine it's probably about 60-40 Texas A&M. It's going to be pretty evenly split, but because of that alumni base in Dallas, Aggies, it's going to be your building tonight.
Now with all these Aggies in town, what is your prediction on the game between A&M and Arkansas to kick off their SEC West play?
Well, I think it's going to be similar for Arkansas to that first game against Auburn. It'll be close for a little bit, but in the end, A&M's just got too much offensively. I'll go 42-28 A&M. Tough game, close for a while, but eventually A&M just has way too much. Arkansas has been beaten up on some serious cupcakes.
You heard it here first from Craig Hoffman of ESPN Radio in Dallas. That is our preview for this game. I hope you enjoy it. It is a 2:30 kick. We will have highlights for you coming up at 6 and 10. Reporting from AT&T Stadium, Mike McCoy, the Texas Report.